With everything we've been through, that should've kept us close. I could feel a change, but didn't wanna let you go. You plant a seeds of hate and use your tears to help them grow. But for your pain.
What do I always say about the quarterback spot, Molly?
The court?
It's about accuracy. It's about accuracy. And by the way, when it counts. Lamar Jackson has played in 4 playoff games.
Okay.
3 of them, he's failed to reach 60% completion percentage with his passes. Lamar Jackson has been dominant in the regular season. When we start talking about you and we use words like greatness and what have you, what solidifies that? It's what you do when it counts.
You know, Mina, I'm not even going to ask you a question. Just go, please.
I find the discourse around Lamar Jackson so frustrating sometimes because it's almost like playing whack-a-mole. If it's not one thing or it's another. I'll start with what we just watched, Steven, talking about the playoffs. It's a fair criticism, but this guy's played 2 full seasons in the NFL. 2 full seasons. Let's not count the first one. Cut him some slack. I mean, your beloved Kyler Murray hasn't even been to the playoffs at this point. It's always, can he play from the pocket? Even though in 2019 he ranked 2nd in QBR from the pocket, he's crushing it this year. Can he lead a comeback? Even though, again, most quarterbacks struggle with comebacks. Finally, that narrative has been shot this season after he's led these incredible comebacks. It's like the goalposts on Lamar Jackson get moved so many damn times they're in the bleachers at this point. I feel like we can't just appreciate his greatness, is constantly nitpicking over and over. Steven, he's playing like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Let's appreciate what we're seeing.
See, I feel like I want Mina to keep going and just keep going and talk to Stephen A. a little bit more for me, because this is what I tried to tell him earlier on the show. You keep moving the goalposts. Yeah. 1 minute, Kenny, all the way back to college, Mina. Can this guy play the position? I brought it up with Tim Tebow. I'm not comparing the two. No, I'm not comparing the two. No, you didn't. No, what I'm saying is, I have been one who has religiously pointed to accuracy from the quarterback position towards everybody. Now, Lamar Jackson's completing 67% of his passes. The guy wins football games. All I've ever said is what I continue to say. He's great. He's box office, pay the man, etc., etc. But when I bring up the playoffs, why do I bring up the playoffs? It's not just because of Lamar Jackson. It's because who he's going against. And when everybody points out his age and his youth, I point out the fact that Patrick Mahomes is young and he's in the same conference. Josh Allen is young and he's in the same conference. Joe Burrow's coming, maybe. He's in the same conference. Baker Mayfield is there, even though I don't think Baker Mayfield compares to Lamar Jackson. He's in the same conference. There are people that you're going to directly have to go up against. And I'm pointing to what I saw in the postseason. The last time we saw him in the postseason, he scored 3 points. You're going to have to do better.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that.
You named a bunch of quarterbacks that have won a game in the postseason. He won a game in the postseason.
Josh Allen was in the AFC Championship game.
Okay, so is he going to make it?
You're going to have to go against that.
I want to say, Steve, I think you're making a fair point about the fact that Lamar Jackson has not been as accurate in the postseason in a very limited sample size as he's been at times in the regular season. I talked about the 2019 MVP season. You could throw out 2018. But one thing I want to add, you've been bringing up completion percentage. His wide receiver core, which is worse, by the way, than every quarterback you've mentioned, has had key drops in every one of those postseason losses, and that matters. That's why you can't just take completion percentage. I think right now, going into this season, a big part of the reason why I'm so confident about the Ravens is I think this passing game, and not just Lamar Jackson, the entire group, Rashad Bateman coming back, Marquise Brown, Mark Andrews playing some of the best football of his career, they look better than they have Lamar Jackson's entire career. It's a team sport, Steve. You know this is a team that's been killed by drops in playoff games.
I'm sorry, Mina. I got to get on you, and I damn sure got to get on you. I'm getting ready to tell you how. After every playoff loss, all of y'all were on the air talking about how he needed to improve his accuracy.
No.
I ain't get that out of thin air.
No.
Y'all did it. You too, Mina. You said that.
I did not ever say he needed. He is what he is. They got to catch the damn ball.
You didn't bring up that he needed to improve as a passer when he lost those
No, he doesn't. They got to use him a certain way.
They
They got to use him a certain way.
Here's what I want to say, y'all. Like, it's week 7. We're having a conversation. Steven, you brought up some legitimate concerns about the playoff performances. Questions: is he improving faster as a passer? He has. You guys are watching what I'm watching.
And he's going to
So the question was, how Lamar Jackson lead the Ravens to the Super Bowl? And I feel with great confidence he can.
It's okay.
It's all right.
It's okay.
It's all right. I'm just saying. Let this be open. I mean, we talking about
You
me.
got self-esteem. It's okay.
I seen me to question Lamar Jackson sometimes. I've seen it. Don't get me started with you. Ooh, you, Keisha. Ooh. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm gonna be watching.
With everything we've been through, that should've kept us close. I could feel a change, but didn't wanna let you go. You planted seeds of hate and use your tears to help them grow. But for your pain.